Herzlich willkommen. Welcome to a brand new episode of the Car and Bike Show. We are in Munich, the Bavarian capital in southern Germany. Home, of course, to a large part of the German automobile industry, the state of Bavaria. You know that well. The regulars on our program have been here before with us. And today, I'm not going to give it away right in an instant, but I'm here to show you a very special car. My ride is right there. It's hot, it's extremely fast. That's the new TTS from Audi. And a giant showdown in the luxury car space, the all-new Honda Accord pitted against the VW Passat. What we're doing is we're going from Munich, which is, like I said, the capital of Bavaria, but we're driving down to Ingolstadt, which is Audi's headquarters. Again, a lot of you know that pretty well, so let's get going.
When Audi first launched the TT in 1998, it was loved for its great looks, sporty handling and lightweight design. So, the follow-up second generation that came after 2005 was undoubtedly a car riding in under the weight of a million expectations. That car did impress many. Audi has done it again. Bringing in a smashing new TT, one that has unexpectedly snuck in from nowhere as a faster and more audacious TT than before. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the all-new TTS. Call it S for sport or S for sexy, S for superior or S for sensational. The idea was to take a sports car and make it faster. So off we went into the rolling Bavarian countryside. The car has been launched in the Roadster and Coupe versions from word go, and the all-new TFSI engine is a dream. The car responds with alacrity that most others dream of. It also grips the road with near perfection. The handling is spot on. And this means the car is a pleasure on the road. And while it maintains the right figures, it ends up being a lot of fun too.
Well, it's the end of spring, start of summer here. A nice time of the year to be here in Ingolstadt or the area around it. This is the Funzer Forest area. And let's talk about the styling on this new car. Now, I want to mention here very quickly that this is a nice special feeling because we were the only ones from India who got invited to this particular drive. So it's a nice big exclusive, in fact, that you're seeing here. You won't see this car in any of the magazines as well just yet. So feast your eyes because this is a real beauty. And the new TT, of course, when it stepped in a few months ago, we've shown you that car and we talked about the styling cues. This maintains the same look, but of course it's the new S version. We'll talk about what makes it the S, but let's talk about the styling anyway. The headlamp cluster, the front grille and the Audi logo. All of that from a mile tells you that this is an Audi. It really screams Audi styling, and yet there are certain subtle differences that are starting to step in with the newer cars. We saw that happening with the A5, which we showed you last year from Verona. After that, we saw it, of course, in a whole lot of the other cars. The new A4 has the same thing, and now, of course, this one, where you're starting to see that the deep chin in the front grille, which goes down, is pretty much what you know as the Audi look. But what's changing there is that it was always a lot more rounded, a lot more U-shaped, like a horseshoe. Now, it's getting more sharp and angular. So the look is changing somewhat. You also have the use of these LEDs in the headlamp cluster. Nice signature for Audi styling. It's a nice high-end kind of a feature, and anybody who buys an Audi these days looks to that and says, that looks nice, doesn't it? Because from a mile, again, even in the daytime, when you can see the car coming, you know it's an Audi. And nice signature, and Walter de Silva is a genius, the man who designed cars like the A5. That's the first time we saw the LED. It's come in now, of course, in most of the newer models, and you'll keep seeing it getting added in as each model upgrades. It's a nice use of this metallic finish on the rear view mirror. Very thin slat there for the indicator. Very sharp and very sexy styling, in fact. The use of this metal also gives it a bit of that extra sporty edge. It also matches the alloys down there. So nice dull metal look, which looks subtle and yet very sporty. So not surprising from Audi. We've seen this from the company before. The fuel hatch has the same sort of treatment. And remember, the old Audi used to have that rivet styling. Those are gone, and this is a little more sort of subtle, but it says TT right there. Coming around to the back, and wow, you can really see now just how low slung this car is. It's below my waist, the height at the back. And that's really what it is all about. The car hugs the road when you drive it. So it gives you the sporty characteristic that you really want, what you're looking for. At the back, the tail lamp also complementing the front. Same sort of a horizontal strip going through over there. And very sharp, very simple kind of styling. And it works beautifully well. Down here, you've got parking sensors in the rear bumper, which alert you if you're backing into something. Again, being a low car, when you're reversing, especially when the roof is up, your visibility isn't great. So it's nice to have parking sensors. Look at the exhaust. It's a nice chrome-ringed exhaust, dual, of course. And the TTS badging at the back tells you that this is the souped-up TT. Now, while we're on the subject of the rear end, let me quickly show you the way the boot works. And unlike most other convertibles where you have a retractable top at the touch of a button, you usually have the top stored on the top part of the boot. So the boot space is compromised. But here, the roof actually stores just in this much space right here. So you get a pretty ample sized boot. So most of the boot space is right here. You can see our equipment is in here, and there's still some space to spare. So a good couple of suitcases easily go in there. So boot space is not compromised. And that's pretty much it. The other thing I want to quickly show you, the spoiler, which pops up when you're driving at higher speeds on its own, or you can put it up, well, at a touch of a button, you can put it up on your own as well. So runs off as a great package, doesn't it? And now let's check out its technical specifications. But before that, we'll step inside the car.